Hello, my YouTube subscribers out there in YouTube land. This is your girl Makar reporting from Cougar's Closet tonight. So, tonight I am running a deep segment that I would like to talk about that I feel hardly ever gets talked about. But it's kind of bothering to me, so I wanted to touch up on it. Not saying that there's not information out there, but I don't run up on much. I don't see much. And of course, if you notice, we're in black and white tonight. I just want to try something new. You know, I told you I was going to be trying my artistic side. So that's what's going on tonight. So I thought black and white would probably look all right. You know, y'all still can understand me, hear me, and get the message right. So, the material that I will be bringing tonight, like I said, is dear to my heart. And I really don't feel like it's enough coverage out there. And maybe I'll just be the one to put it out there, I guess. You know, I told you at Cougar's Closet, it gets real. You know, even if I had to turn around sometime and pull the trigger on myself, it'll get real in this thing. Because that's just what I do. That's just who I am. So, my content for tonight is called Flexin on Facebook. Warning. So, that title alone lets you know that things are pretty deep, and I have some things on my mind, and I have some things that I would like to put out there. Like I said, this is a situation that's really, bothers me a lot because I see a lot of stuff going on Facebook, right? Everybody's on Facebook, from, the younger generation to the older generation to the middle age generation. Everybody is on Facebook, right? And so, technology has brought us a long, long ways to where dreams that were once far-fetched dreams are now easy, and they're becoming a reality with just one click of a mouse. Everybody wanted to be famous. Everybody wanted to be a star, and some still do. And now with today's technology, they don't make it hard. You can set up your business or whatever you're going to do and, get on here and run it and have some good material. And if somebody likes you, it doesn't take long for anybody to get discovered anymore. So everybody has their own personal platforms, right? And everybody runs their platforms the way that they want to run them. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, I'm seeing Facebook being ran in all of the wrong ways and all of the wrong reasons for all of the wrong whatevers. And I just wanted to come tonight and if I can give a few people a reality check, check your kids, check your grandkids with the do's and the don'ts, because what I'm finding out and what I've been seeing, this ain't just started going on. This Facebook is bringing a lot of unwanted packages and a lot of unwanted situations to some doorsteps. See, the thing with Facebook is, and this is my creed, this is what I live by. Facebook can either be your friend or Facebook can be the devil's advocate. Let that soak. Facebook can either be your friend, it could be a friendly app for you, or it could be the devil's advocate. The way you use Facebook determines the outcome that you'll get on Facebook. Over the years, I have seen some unwelcoming things that I wouldn't want to see on Facebook. I've had, friends or family members that had to straighten their kids out straighten their teenagers out about being on Facebook, because, it's all about how you conduct yourself. And it's a lot of people that want to be seen more than anything. And they're not using their platform to their advantage. They're using it more like a disadvantage. And I have seen a number of things go on this Facebook. I've seen people getting jumped on. I've seen people getting robbed. And a lot of times I hate to see this and say this. I've seen death come amongst on Facebook. All of this Facebook beef. And when you get down to some of these situations, it wasn't even about nothing. Literally, it wasn't about nothing. And somebody then lost their life. Somebody 12 feet under the ground about a whole bunch of Facebook beef. So, I just want to, get on here and let you know, to, if you have kids on here, like I said, if you have grandkids on here, if you have brothers on here, if you have sisters on here, to get on here and keep a watchful eye out. Because nowadays everybody is in the entertaining business. And people are looking to be entertained, but there's also the people with the hidden motives that's looking to be entertained as well. And sometimes, we can open up the door for these people to come in and do what they want to do. This is one thing that I've been noticing, and I know, a lot of you have been noticing this as well. You go on Facebook, you can't even click on there good. Somebody got their money fanned out all in your face. These teenagers. And I have been on there and seen grown folks. You got your Land of Lincoln business out on Facebook. You got your trap business out on Facebook. Are you kidding? You got your gross pay out here on Facebook. You got your SSI checks out here on Facebook. Whoever money you got out here, what are you doing? What is it for? What audience are you looking to attract? Who are you trying to attract? I'm just wondering, what is all this about? I know we live in a day and age where a lot of people want to be accepted, but going that route is like, it's not the way. And I've seen a lot of times when they have this money on Facebook, right? They in the trapping business, they in the cooking business, you know what I mean? In the kitchen cooking that all white brick of blow, and they got their wrist hand together. Week or two later, they end up in jail. Sometimes they go to prison. And the first thing they want to know is, who snitched on them? Who snitched on you? Ain't nobody snitched on you. You snitched on yourself. Let's take this back to the top, shall we? Let me show you where you went wrong at. Nobody snitched on you. You have I go on some of these people pages. They have over 5,000 friends, over 6,000 friends, 10,000, whatever the deal is, 23K, whatever the deal is, they on there. And I'm thinking to myself, you got all these friends on here, but out of all of these friends, only about 5 to 8 of them is really your friends. Who are these people? Remember when you was trying to get hot and you wanted all these people following behind you. You wanted to build up your fan base, and then people were sending you friend requests, and you didn't know who they was. Except they didn't have no picture on their profile. Except they was from Africa. They was from Switzerland. Except they didn't have no friends to show when you looked on their page. Except they didn't have no picture, but they had the white and blue silhouette with the little whiskey bangs. Except you didn't care who you was accepting. Well, my thing is, go back into your archives and look around at some of these friends. Who the hell are these people? Who are they? Are they the detectives? Are they undercovers? I might step on some toes tonight, Jack. Are they bitter girlfriends? Are they bitter boyfriends praying for your downfall? Are they robbers trying to get in your house? Is it somebody you got over on 4 or 5 years ago and they come in a sweet, silent revenge? Who are all these people that you have as your friend? And they sit back. This is what they do now. Y'all, I've been in the friend business for a long time. I'll tell you what they do. They have front row ringside seats to your page. They have ringside seats. All like they had a Mayweather and Tario boxing match. They tuned in. You got 10 or 15,000 friends on your page, but when you go to drop a post or you go to say something, only about 10 or 15 step up to the mic to like. Only 7 or 8 of them comment. That ain't real. That's unreal. What is going on? You got all these people, but ain't nobody saying nothing. If they ain't saying nothing, what they doing? I can tell you what they doing. They stepping up in there with their shades and trench coats on, looking around, Jack, come to check out the scene. They in there, and you sitting up there uploading your life on camera. Got your money all out, showing all your cars off. You the man in these streets. Let me tell you something. I will say this as long as I record, you will always hear me say this. I have tons of guy friends, and I mean a ton, a slew of them. From here to different states, I don't care. I'm worldwide. I got some friends with some bad houses, bad bikes, Harley Davidson cruisers, campers out in the driveway, couple of drop tops, couple of work cars. House look like they on MTV Cribs. They ain't even on there doing all the most. You don't even know these boys got these things. You wouldn't know unless you were invited to their house. They have a lot of things. Tools out in they shed that's worth over, 3 or 4 grand. Big barbecue grills going from one end of the patio to the other. They ain't even on here with all of this foolishness. They at home watching and guarding their empire. waiting for some of these other people to come to their house and knock on their door. And guess what? You can go over one of my boys' house with that foolishness if you want to. Because I've been sitting in a lot of their houses. And let me tell you what's happening from the time you pull up to the time you knock on the door. You on camera. And I mean, they got about 12 to 15 shots of you. Time rolling, date rolling in the corner of the screen, everything. They sitting on the couch with that too. If you coming with the rowdiness. See, they ain't out looking for trouble. And they ain't dodging none either. I got a slew of friends. Got all kind of stuff. If you don't bump into them out on the street and catch them in it, if you don't get out on a Sunday and ride out on the Sunday, you won't see them in they drop with their historical plates on their car that they pull out every so often that it got to keep a certain amount of mileage on there. You wouldn't know this stuff. I'm trying to figure out who are we trying to impress that is leading us to the ground. I'm trying to figure out who we trying to impress that we ending up with all these war wounds. I've seen people get on Facebook. They become international keyboard gangsters. All on Facebook talking about what you gonna do to somebody. Airing their dirty laundry out, which I don't condone, because you can end up somewhere with that crap. Doing all these things, knowing cotton picking well. Yeah, I said it, cotton picking. Yeah. Knowing cotton picking well, when these folks catch up to you, you ain't gonna want that type of music playing. But they do it. They take a chance just for the second and just for the moment. See, when I get on Facebook, I mind my own business. You might catch me on there posting some quizzes, playing with my sister, playing with a couple of friends of mine, making a comment here and there and cracking some jokes. But as far as getting on there, typing all this gangster stuff, no. Because I ain't finna be out at the grocery store picking up a green pepper. And I know anything, I'm getting backhanded to the floor. I like to shop in peace. I don't want nobody coming up to me saying, did you say, did they say, did he say, that you said. I don't want all of that type of stuff. I stay clear from that type of mess. Now I can get on there and I can listen at what whoever got going on. I can see the beef between them and I can get excited. But as far as me getting on here, acting like I'm going to shake something up when I see somebody knowing I ain't finna do all that for a fan base for the moment. Then think I'm going somewhere and run right smack dead into the person I was talking that stuff to. And here they go getting hands-on in the place. That's what happens on this Facebook. Y'all, I have seen all kind of stuff. I have read up on all kind of stuff. I have seen this stuff. That Facebook is a dangerous playground to be on if you're not using it correctly. Let me tell y'all a story. What happened to one of my friends, my guy friends' friends? I have a friend that lives out of town, right? And I was at his house visiting him. He had this homeboy. It was a big time dope boy. Okay? So we at his house. And we on Facebook. And his homeboy at the club. They taking pictures. You know them type of pictures, y'all. And the women all in front of them, you know, turned around, spread it out like the Eagles. You know the pictures I'm talking about. They was taking picture after picture after picture. And let me give you a little history about this guy. He was one of the men in the city. He had that work. He had it. And he had all kind of Jordans over 100 Jordans, had 200 Jordans, had a collection, had a nice walk-in closet, had some Benzes, had some Range Rovers, had a couple of cars, had all kinds of stuff. So back to what I was saying, while they at the club, they posting all of these pictures. As he posting them, he's uploading them. Take another one. Wow. They got big bottles of Cristal. They drinking bevy. Whatever the night called for, they had it. Money all out. They was doing it big. And every time they would snap one of these pictures, he would upload it. So all his friends on Facebook, yeah, dog, you looking good. You hurting them tonight. I see you got on the new J's. But they telling their boys in the background, keep them comments rolling. They doing the math. All right. Club let out about 4. He twisted. They getting sloppy with it. We'll run up over here and keep them comments rolling. Yeah, I see you with that lamb skin on, player. The comments rolling. He's steady uploading. Y'all, my friend talked to him about a week later. Called to see how he was doing. He told my guy friend that night when he got home, they had moved him out of his house. Moved him out of his whole house. Got all his cars. I don't know how they got them. Don't ask. I don't know. Got all his cars out the driveway. They was able to get all his cars. All this big collection of Jordans he had, gone. All his clothes he had, gone. Y'all, they went in the refrigerator. All the shrimps and crab legs and beers and wines. The man he had it all. When that man came home, he didn't have nothing. All because you on Facebook, and we going back to that friends list. Everybody on there talking about how fly you is, and doing the math, and keeping the comments rolling. When you got home, you walked in the house to nothing. But who you gonna pinpoint? You got about 23,000 friends on here. Who did this to you? Do you know? This could have been a life or death situation. They could have came to your house and been in the closet or under the bed, waiting on you to come home and came from underneath something and killed you dead. But you got 23,000 friends on your page. You couldn't even narrow nothing down if you wanted to, and especially in the big city that you was in. You couldn't call the police. They took all your work. I imagine after you made sure everything was gone and blew the residue out that thing and got it straightened up, you called then. But right then and there, couldn't call no police. You just screwed. Y'all, the book will get you messed up. Getting on there, wanting people to know what you have and what you got is not necessary. Because I guarantee you, whatever you have, is somebody hurting for what you have. Whatever you got, somebody wants. Why you feel the need to go on here and post all your money and think them boys ain't at home putting a spit shine on them guns getting ready to rock out? Why you think that ain't happening? You all on Facebook eating shrimp and eating fish and eating lobster tails, and folks at home can't even halfway crack a can of Vienna sausage. Somebody gonna talk to them about some food coming straight out the sea. You eating steaks and ribeyes, folks having ramen noodles. Everybody don't like good news. You know, I've never myself personally been a bragger, and I've never liked it people around me that bragged. I never liked it. Now don't get me wrong. I do like nice stuff. And it's things that I worked for. And I know other people that I'm around have nice things. And it's things that they worked for. But it's not a display. It's not a showroom flow. See me when you see me. I don't go on Facebook, posting everything that I have. That's just not my style. It never has been. And the people I run with, and they really have charisma. They really have a lot of things. They don't do that. They don't do no crap like that could get them hemmed up, jammed up by the police. That could get them robbed, maybe get them killed, put their family in harm's way, get somebody's neck broke. They don't do all of that. And trust me when I say they have it, they got it. They can have money flying all across the screen. But they wise. Because it could be some people coming in your home thinking they the killer and end up getting inside meeting the killer. So they don't post stuff like that because they know what they'll do. A lot of people think that these killers out in the street, I'm here to tell you, baby, a lot of killers ain't in the street. A lot of killers, your real killers, is at home. They at home for a reason. Because they know if they had to come out, it's going to be some landmine stepping going on. It's going to be some kaboom. So I just want to bring this to the attention of my Cougar subscribers. If you have kids that's on Facebook that's doing these wild things, you might want to sit them down and have a talk with them. Most of these kids are getting wiped out are the ones that's on here on this Facebook with this nonsense. I ain't saw no pimps and players back in the 80s and 90s and the 70s. They wasn't doing no crap like that, and they wouldn't have did it even if we had Facebook today. Men back then were very personal. They only had about 2 guy friends that came to their house. The rest of them had to meet them out somewhere. They didn't have all this action. Doors swinging all in out their house. 17, 20 people in their house. Some come up missing. They didn't know who did it. No. They had 1 or 2 good friends. Some came up in there. They was on the narrow path. They gonna find out where something went. We need to get back to those ways. You don't know who you letting off in your house. When you taking pictures on Facebook, the smart thing to do is don't upload them when you out. Upload them when you get back home. Let them see you on the beach in your 2-piece when you get back home. You on the beach taking pictures, they kicking the back door in. Snatching what they need off the walls. We're going to have to get more serious about the way we do things, because I just find it strange that most of the people that have everything, they not on Facebook with this stuff. And the ones that think they have something is the ones that's posting it. And if you see the ones that I know that really have something, you're going to find out you ain't got much. All right, so that concludes my video of flexing on Facebook. Like I said, if you have some family members out here that's acting ridiculous, when you see them kids, go on there and pop them. These are our children. Ain't nobody gonna look out for our children but us. We have to keep them safe. It's not like it used to be, where nobody hardly bothered anybody because everybody knew everybody's parents. Or somebody knew somebody that knew somebody. That saved you a lot of slack. You got cut a lot of slack because somebody knew whose child you was. People, they ain't care no more. These guys got so much ridiculous swag out here, and these guys is cutting it off. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. You shouldn't have to tone down what God give you, but then again, it should be limits to what you do. It should be a certain way that you conduct yourself, right? If you sending all these signals out for the robber man to come, he gonna come. Would nobody even be at your house if they didn't know you had all of this stuff? Just help me make sense of where we going wrong at with this crap. We need to go back to the old days where if my child was acting a fool, the neighbor came out and smacked my child. Or the neighbor child was acting a fool, I came out and smacked them. That's what we need to do on this Facebook. If you see somebody's child in the wrong and you know their parents, you went to school with their parents, you was a lover or ex, get on the horn and say something, because these kids is going in the ground about some foolishness. Would you rather have your kid, or would you rather have to bury your kid? About some nonsense, about something that they on there about that is nobody else's business. We got to get back private about how we live. We got to get personal and start caring about things. See, with this internet, everybody lives their life out in the open. See, I'm only on here with a few things because I don't live my life online like that. I don't live my life out in the open. That's too much open. And with everything being open like that, that means anything can come in because everything is out there. On Facebook, they got these location keys where you can tell where somebody at. I've used them a couple of times. I ain't gonna lie. When I'm eating Red Lobster and I want to feel important, I might go on there. Yeah, check me out. You know, a little show off or whatever. I admit I'm guilty of that. But to be all on Facebook with my money all spread it out, you ain't gonna catch all that foolishness going on with me. And I better not catch nobody's kids that I know with all of this foolishness going on. You don't know how many funerals been going on around here because somebody else was jealous of somebody else's swag. I can understand the swag part. Hell, I got swag. But I can't understand the bragging and the flexing and needing everybody to know that you got something. Then somebody coming around later on needing you dead. All right, YouTube, I am going to wrap it up. I just want to get on here and talk about that. I mean, I don't know what we think we doing with this. I don't know who we think we impressing. Nobody's showing up after you post this money but the handcuffs, the task force to take you to jail, and then the robbers or the so-called friends that's coming to kill you. or beat you. Ain't nothing good coming out of that. If you know something good coming out of it, prove me wrong. Put something in my comment box. That's a joke, but then again, it ain't. Tell me of a good situation that came out of somebody flexing for the book. Alright? Once again, if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Signing out, Cougar's Closet.